Let's take a look at your next career breakthrough, what is coming and how to prepare for it. So Spirit, for the viewer, may we have a look at what is their next career breakthrough and what is coming and how to prepare for this, please. What is coming, how to prepare for it, what we need to know, please, for this next career breakthrough. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups, the King of Cups, Judgment, the Hermit, the Seven of Rods, the Sun, the Ten of Rods, and we have the Page of Blades in reverse. The cards are really showing that you have been putting in the work and pushing through any obstacles, carrying a lot of responsibilities and even navigating certain uncertainties. But deep down, you know that there is something bigger ahead and that there is some sort of turning point in your career. Let's start here with the Page of Blades that we have in reverse. Now, in the upright position, we can see all of these little white flowers, which to me have always reminded me of thought bubbles. Thinking, and overthinking. It's a card that carries a lot of excited energy, but often excitement can also come through as anxiety. They are very similar energies, and when we turn it into the reverse, it can certainly be talking about doubting yourself or even second guessing your ideas. This could even be saying that you have so many ideas that you don't even know where to start. And therefore you might find that there are delays or these confusions that you may have, feeling like you don't have all the information that you need in order to be able to move forward. The other cards here are showing that you are destined for something really beautiful in your life. You are a master and you have a lot to teach others. We'll get to that in a moment. But you might need to cut through distractions and trust your own instincts rather than maybe even looking for external validation from others. This can also talk about clarifying contracts, agreements, or decisions before moving ahead. For me, the advice that I would give if this card came out within our reading, I would be saying grab a pen and paper and start writing down some of your ideas. Whittling them down until you have a very clear vision of what it is that you are wanting to achieve. This gives you the opportunity to take charge of the direction and start putting ideas into motion for you. At the heart of this reading lies the Page of Cups. The reason that readers read the bottom of the deck is that this gives you the overall energy. And it is signaling that in your next career breakthrough, it isn't just about money, status, or strategy. It's very much about reconnecting with inspiration, creativity, and a fresh perspective. With a couple of these cards, it's showing that you may have been really focused on the practical side of things for so long, and that you've maybe lost sight of what lights you up. Now the universe is nudging you to dream again, to open yourself up to new possibilities and embrace these unexpected opportunities. To me, the Page of Cups has always been the wild card within tarot, telling you to expect the unexpected. So taking you from this place of maybe feeling stuck or overwhelmed into one that feels very creative. This is thriving instead of simply surviving. With the Ten of Rods, we can see that you have put an immense amount of work into what you have already created. And you've maybe really had to step away from other people or other distractions in your life in order to create the success that you already have. Within this particular deck, we can see that these Ten of Rods almost form some kind of floral trellis. And if we look at the image, we can see that there may have been others that have really leaned on you and have really relied on you. Or what you have currently created may be very successful, but it may cause you to expend a lot of time or a lot of energy. And you may be wanting to trade that for other things such as time freedom. Going back to this Hermit card, to me this is a card that speaks of mastery. You have a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge that would be incredible to share with others. In a traditional deck, you would see a being who is standing on top of a mountain, but they weren't just plopped on the mountain. They are someone who started at the bottom of the mountain and they have worked their way up. So at one point they were a student and now they are a master. For some of you, this is talking about life experience and mastering certain aspects. For others, this may be quite literally talking about being a student and gaining a mastership. Whichever of those paths describe you, it is showing that you hold so much information that you are going to be seen as the go-to person who carries ancient wisdom and knowledge. And for whomever I'm reading this for, it feels like it is your natural abilities that are shining through. In the context of your next career breakthrough, the Judgment card is honestly one of the most powerful cards that we could pull. This isn't just about a small shift in your work life. This is about a profound awakening, a realization or a major turning point that changes everything. The Judgment card calls you to rise up, to step into your higher purpose and leave behind what no longer serves you. The combination of the Judgment card with the Hermit card is talking about you really stepping into a role that is truly aligned with your soul's calling. Very much suggesting that you are entering a pivotal moment in your career when you're not just chasing titles or money, but you are being called to step into something deeply meaningful, something that is going to require your full knowledge, your experience, and your spiritual alignment. You may find that you are being called to teach, guide, or to lead others based on the knowledge that you have gained through either your personal or even your professional journey. The Sun card is showing that you are going to be fully abundant within this. And abundance comes in many different forms, financially, the deep happiness that it can create. As I'm seeing this card, you are truly going to shine. We can see that there is this halo giving this idea that you are going to radiate to others and radiate within self. We then have this gorgeous King of Cups, and on the card itself it says calming tonic. Moving from this very overstressed and overburdened situation into one that feels much more natural to you. As you step into this King of Cups energy, wise, composed, and deeply in tune with your purpose, this confirms that your next career breakthrough isn't just about external success, but it is about achieving emotional mastery, leading with wisdom, and stepping into a role where you can guide, support, or inspire others. If you have ever been curious about learning tarot, then I have created a beginner's online class. This can be completed in your own time, and it does have the possibility of receiving accreditation upon completion. Over the next few days, I will also be introducing an intermediate tarot class where we will dive deeper into the antique anatomy and be looking at the symbology of the anatomy and of the botanics. If you would like a private reading, then there is also a link in my bio to same-day readings that will be returned to you within 24 hours. And I'm also putting out a last call for those that would like for me to create them a Valentine's Day candle ceremony, a sacred ritual that is talking about divine connection. I have a few spots that are still available.